Okay, so yesterday we multiplied fractions. Today we are dividing fractions. Guys, it's the same thing. There's one difference. So number one, we're still changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. This is the difference right here. Number two, we're going to keep it, change it, flip it. K, C, F. And then we're going to multiply across and simplify. So the only difference is this step 2, the KCF. Do not keep change flip for multiplication, only division. This is where we make our mistakes, getting confused. Now, division and multiplication, we use tic-tac-toe. Addition and subtraction, it's the big number. So our first problem has a negative divided by a negative. That means our answer is positive. I'm going to write a little positive sign. It's not wrong if you don't put the sign, but this way I don't make a mistake. Now, number one, change mixed numbers to improper fractions. I'm already fractions, so I don't have to do it. Step 2 says keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. We are going to keep negative 1/7. We are going to change division to multiplication, and we are going to flip 3/14. Now 14 is on the top and 3 is on the bottom. This is the reciprocal. Now let's simplify. Can I simplify 1 and 3? No. Can I simplify 7 and 14? Yes, they both divide by 7. You can only simplify after it's changed to multiplication. Now, multiply across, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, and we said the answer was positive. We change subtraction to addition, and we change division to multiplication. And then we can follow the same rules. So let's look at the next one. I have a positive divided by a positive. My answer then will be positive. Now step 1 says change mixed numbers to improper fractions. I actually have to do that with 2 1/4. So if I Texas 2 1/4, I end up with 9/4. If you're still not sure how the around the world or the Texas works, come into tutoring and we'll get it fixed. You got to know how it works. I don't have to change 3/8. Number 2 says keep it, change it, flip it. So we are going to keep 9/4, change division to multiplication, and flip 8 and 3. Now it's multiplication, you can simplify. Can I simplify 9 and 3? Yep. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Can I simplify 8 and 4? 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now you have 3 times 2, 1 times 1, and your last step is to simplify. Any number over 1 is just itself. All right. Let's do this word problem. A 35-meter length of cable is cut, there's your keyword, it almost always means divide, into pieces that measure 1 1/4 meters each. Into how many pieces is the cable cut? So if you're cutting something up, you're dividing it. So we are going to divide the length of the cable by the length of the pieces. And that's going to give me the number of pieces. So what is the length of the cable? And the length of the pieces? So on scratch paper is where I'm going to have to do this because I just don't have enough room. So I have 35 divided by 1 1/4. Step 1 is to change everything to fractions. So that's 35 over 1 divided by, and if I Texas this, I get 5 over 4. Step 2 is to keep, change, flip. So I have 35 over 1, change multiplication or division to multiplication, and flip the 4 and the 5. Now before I multiply, I can simplify. Can I simplify 35 and 5? Absolutely. They both divide by 5. And 4 and 1? Not really. So 7 times 4 and 1 times 1, any number over itself is itself. Or I'm sorry, any number over 1 is itself. So how many pieces is the cable cut? The cable is cut into 28 pieces. Okay. Well, if we've done the cable problem, let's do the one about Roberto. Roberto lives in Beaumont and is driving to visit his cousin in Pasadena. He will use I-10 West and begins his drive at mile marker 156. He exits in Pasadena at mile marker 336. If his drive took 1 1/4 hours, what is Roberto's average driving speed in miles per hour? First of all, average means divide, right? So we're dividing how many miles he went by how many hours. It took him 1 1/4 hour. But how many miles did it take him? Did he go 156 miles or did he go 336 miles? Right? We're going to have to subtract because he didn't go either one of those. So let's subtract 336 minus 156. Oops. I didn't have to borrow, did I? That's why you can't copy off of me. I get it wrong. So he went 180 miles. Now you can divide. Turn it into improper fractions. I'm going to rewrite everything over here. And then you're going to keep, change, flip. If you flip the first one, you'll get an upside down answer. Now I'm telling you, you can Simplify because any number that ends in 0 and 5 can be divided by 5. Now, not in my head, but in real life. Now I'm going to multiply across. 36 times 4. And 1 times 1. Well, holy cow. Roberto is going 144 miles per hour. Seems a little excessive. Doesn't sound very safe. So, you know, slow down, dude. All right. Now we have a problem about gravel. So wherever it is on your paper, find it. All right, 4 1/8 tons of gravel is spread evenly across 2 1/6 acres. How many tons of gravel are in each acre? So you are going to divide the gravel over the acres. If you're not sure what an acre is, it's how they measure land. So an acre is about as much land as a football field. So if you think about 2 1/6 acres, it's about 2 football fields. So that's quite a bit of land. So we have 4 1/8 tons of gravel over 2 1/6 acre. And step 1 is improper fractions. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 1 is 33. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Now I'm going to keep, change, flip. Now I don't know about 33 and 13. 13's prime, so it probably can't be divided. But 8 and 6, I can simplify both of those by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now I can multiply 33 times 3 and 13 times 4. Again, if I'm going too fast, do not just copy, hit pause. You want to practice so you make sure your answers come out like mine. All right, last step is to simplify. Top in, bottom out. Not a very pretty fraction, is it? Okay, for our answer, how many tons of gravel are in each acre? 1 47 52 tons of gravel are on each acre.